Okay, can you guys hear me now? I know it's very loud. I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me? I don't know why the white balance on this is always so bad. Hello, yes, excellent. Welcome in, everybody. Let me know if the music's too loud, or if it's just right. As you guys can guess, I am currently working on a new model. Let me see if I can get this right. So, she's a bunny girl. This was gifted to me by Core Circuit. Let me see if I move the light out of the way. If I can push this down just a little bit. If you guys can see a little bit better. Yeah, that's actually what it was. That was the reason he got it for me in the first place, was because Easter's coming up. Wow, I don't know why the lighting is always so terrible for you guys. But yeah. Now, the biggest issue is going to be picking out a color scheme for her, and I just realized I forgot something. Give me just a moment, guys. Yeah, unpainted models are very, very reflective. And that's even with just the base coat. So I've already based the model and everything. Now, the biggest issue is I'm running out of room here because Core Circuit likes to pop up with giving me all kinds of gifts, including this one. So I'm running out of room for me to actually work here. I need to move some of my Grey Knights because they're very much all the way up in my way. And I don't want to move my microphone too far. Let me see if that works also. Gonna turn up the volume of my mic. I do have Tupperware tubs. It's literally just a matter of just gonna shove them aside for now. I need to just take care of them at this point because they're just in the way. And also I've got a chunker also that he also gifted me. Yeah, it's Tupperware. What do you Tupperware, yeah, it's Tupperware. Don't give me no guff just because you're from up north. Okay, so really quick also, I want to show this off. I've got one of these. This is my new wet palette that I just got from Exemplary Studios. I've got two. This one's much bigger. Much bigger. And it has one of my favorite YouTubers, Ninjon, who actually does miniature painting. What's cool about these things is they've got all sorts of places to put, like, you want to put your paints. Cool, you can move this and move your paints, and this is actually useful for the wet palette itself. So that goes in here, but you can, like, it's got all kinds of little nifty nooks and crannies, and if I wanted to, I could actually have my phone as such, so that, like, you guys could see what I'm doing. Now, I don't know how to stream from my phone and from my desktop, so we'll see. But this would be so great so that you guys could see what's going on. These, oh man, this was like 40, 50 bucks, I think, for both of these. Because, like, this whole lid also comes right off, and you can even use the lid for other stuff too. Now, this one doesn't have any paint in it because I'm not doing anything too crazy. I feel like that's way too big of a risk flopping. Actually, no, because of where the camera would be like this way. It wouldn't flop over. So this is the exemplary palette that I'm using. Again, because, like, this lid can hold up the phone, which is phenomenal. Would be very useful if I could figure out how to get this to work with both. I love that I have different. These wells are perfect, by the way, for my metal paints. That way they don't mess up the entire palette, which is kind of a thing that can happen. This is very useful because these are actually to hold up the paintbrushes themselves. Now, I've not done this before, but we'll see how this goes. We've got a lot of followers. All I'm doing is doing a little bit of painting. What's everyone coming in for? They're coming to see me. The reason I was late to the stream, by the way, boy, I'm getting a lot of followers. The reason I'm late to the stream is because I was going to start at 12, but Shadow Obsidian had some really great, like, pieces that I wanted to just suddenly fill with some of my OCs. So if you will follow me on Blue Sky, you're seeing that. Don't question, just say hello, and thank you everyone who was following. Thank you for joining us today, as I'm showing off my wet palette and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna move this over here. So yeah, this is the new wet palette. You guys probably saw the old wet palette that I had, that white beat up one. Shadow Obsidian says, I apologize for nothing. Ah, wonderful. Better late than ever. Nice watching and listening to your streams. Thank you so much, Francine. Or is it Franzine? I am mispronouncing that. Franzi. Franzi? Franzi. I'm going to keep getting that wrong until you correct me. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the side for now. This is the wet palette. Alright, so this is the question for you guys. We've got the bunny girl here. I know I'm going to need browns because she's on a log. She's on a stump. The question is, what other colors, like, what colors do we want this bunny girl to be? And again, I'm going to see if maybe I can shift the... Let me see if I can shift the light here and bring this maybe down a little bit, just so you guys get a better picture of her face and everything. Hello, Stripes. Welcome in. I would be fine with a fantastical look for her. That would be no problem. Especially because, like, if you can't see on here, her feet are like actual rabbit feet. They're not... I was gonna say They're not like sexy real women's feet, and that's very telling. Listen, those of you who don't know, don't worry about it. I'm not going to apologize for what I am, which is a freak. It's all right. My actual name is Francesca, but you actually said it quite right. Much love from Germany. Oh, welcome in. Oh wait, what? Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Listen, I'm a man of many talents and whatnot. Anyway, Stripe said, I like sexy bunny feet. You and I both. But these are more fantastical and more like clawed, so they look like hare feet, like hares. Oh no, there's some. Hang on, I need to clean up a little bit of a mess. Because unfortunately, I missed these little spots here. They won't do too much to damage the model or anything. But there were some spots that were a little less than clean. Now, she's wearing a little, and I don't know how well you can tell this because of the lighting. She's wearing like a little like onesie that shows off some crack. Definitely a great pinup model. Very horny design. Not complaining at all. I won't lie. I was actually thinking someday, because I want to get my 3D printer up and running. What I was thinking is someday maybe doing some 3D prints or getting models like this one, painting them up, and either raffling them in the future or like something along those lines. So you're saying, Shadow, maybe soft gray with pale blue. That's not a bad idea. I don't know why I'm thinking greens, dark greens and stuff like that. I get a very foresty vibe. And I think that would work really well. And I was almost considering making her fur brown. And then her skin like a darker tan. But let's see what I've got in this bad boy first. This, if you want to go super fancy, you can try the Mini Rex correlation. Her face is human rather than anthro. But this is another gift from Core Circuit, who likes to flood me with things in the best way possible. That sounds dirty. This is a chest full of new paints that I haven't gotten to try that I want to experiment with. I have GW, I have, as you all know, I have the speed paints from Army Painter, and I have a whole line of Army Painter. And I've actually got some of those darker paints out here. But I'd like to test these out to see how they work. Is she related to any game or movie, or just its own idea? I think she's just kind of her own idea. Let's see, deep brown would work. Let me see. I need a burnt umber would be very good. Raw umber. Okay. So these shades are very similar. Boy howdy. Mini Rex rabbits have a dark overcoat with pale roots and skin underneath, and they are hella soft. No one knows how to cook umber. It's always raw or... yeah. Okay. So, here's a tip when it comes to painting human flesh. You want to start with something darker, and then work your way up light. So, usually... what I would use is GW has one called Rhinox Hide, I think. That's the one. And I think it's closest to the Burnt Umber, where it's got a reddish brown. That's what you want, is a reddish brown. Gotta mix this paint up real quick. Shadow says she is not human, though. No, she isn't. But, she has human features. Like, she's got a human face. Like, literally, it's just a human face, so, only the feet and hands and the bunny tail. Okay. Let's start with this. Let's start with the flesh first. Let's do that. Let's start with the flesh, and then we'll work on everything else. So, wet palette. I'm going to move y'all up so you're out of my way, and then I'm going to move... You guys might be able to see what I'm doing from here now. Let's see. There we go. Let's try that. Okay. Now, I will do my best to pay attention to chat, but as you can imagine, it might be very difficult. Wipe my magnifier off. Let's see. Is it that bad? I kinda can't tell, actually. There are fingerprints everywhere? I mean, what am I supposed to do about that, though? Here, I'll... They're fingerprints because I've got a little child who likes to come in here and sometimes play with my stuff. Is that better for you, Shadow? Windex? I don't got no Windex on me. Do I look like I'm rich? Okay, so we're gonna start off. I didn't put any paint on the palette. I are genius. Don't forget the underside. Yeah. I got that one too, I think. Hello, I'm the background noise to your drawing, Spade. Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad to know that you have some background noise that you can listen to and hopefully enjoy. That is very thick. I do not like how thick that is. Very thick. Ooh, okay. So we definitely need to water this down. Oh boy. See, I'm not very good with the when they're thick like this. I'm so used to them being already pretty creamy. Okay, so let's go ahead and put paint on the model. Now I'm starting with the flesh near her tail. This moves very well, but I think I've got the mix. It's because I don't have the steel balls inside the actual paint, so it's a little unruly. It's looking like Nesquik over here, and that's not necessarily a good thing. First layer is going to be very streaky, and I kind of don't like that, but let's go ahead and do what we can. Okay, so we got that one. We got her shoulder up here. this is more of like a forest brown, not... This is not the reddish brown that I need. So I'm going to try a different one. But before I do that, I'm going to just put a gentle coat on where the flesh is exposed to hopefully make it easier for me later. These are wonderful. Pinups are wonderful for like learning how to paint flesh well, because it's easy to screw up. But because these are larger models and larger surface area, it's a little easier to deal with. So we're just gonna come over here. Ah, crap. See, this is what I was talking about. I'm getting paint on places where it's not supposed to be. What I'm hoping to do is paint it in such a way that you'll be able to actually see her face. She's got lots of fleshy bits out, as you can imagine. What? A pinup with lots of fleshy bits? Who would have guessed? Not I, sir. Not I. I am kind of digging the brown on her, though. Giving her a much more tanned look. But also, like, I mean, nothing saying that she can't be, like, a Latina. Or black. That would be fine. That'd be more than fine. Okay. So far, the first layer on these is very thin. See, that's what I didn't want. See, this is what I didn't want, was how streaky it is. I overly watered my paint. So this is going to be a very translucent look, unfortunately. Oof. And it's unfortunate, it's more noticeable because it's on such a bright background, you know, with the whites and the grays. Sorry, chat, let me put the model down for a second. Q-tips for cleanup, probably thick. Too thick without the balls. Pretty much nothing but flesh. Yeah, kind of. Need some Q-tips for cleanup. It's like stretch marks, fine. I don't have any mods right now, I don't think. No, I'm not trying to reply. How do I boy. Oh! Core Circuit is here! Core Circuit, my hero! My hero! My Shayla! Sir, it is so good to have you in the background. Thank you. She does look good in darker colors. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Catching up with my YouTube. It's nice that your kid shares your interest in painting. He doesn't quite yet. He's a little too young. Well, he's 3, so yeah. He does like painting though. You do think that she looks good in darker colors? I was kind of thinking that. I'm gonna see if I can. Part of it too is that the paint is drying a little too slowly for my liking. Usually the paint should dry within 15 seconds, but what's happening is, like, right here on the shoulder, it kind of came off my brush. So I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna take this burnt umber. I take the lid. And you take the moon, and you take the moon, and you take the moon. Okay. Fawn colors. Light tan spots on thighs and shoulders. Yeah. Okay. So this ink sole was brought to you. Do you know how much funding I've gotten to paint because of my dear friend Core Circuit? It's kind of ridiculous. Yes, he is our Shayla. I agree. Just so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to vibrate the paint. Gotta treat it like a I was gonna say something naughty. The people Shayla. Absolutely. Core Circuit. You know, I'm gonna do a hangout later. I was hoping to do a hangout later today on Discord. What I could do instead is, since a good Core Circuit has also bought me Monster Hunter Wilds, and I've played very, very little of it. I could always stream that tonight and still hang out with people. Reminds me of the lab from the CSI. Yeah, a little bit. It's important to mix these. More models, more streams. You say that. You say that, Franzi. But I've got tons of Grey Knights that I need to paint. And I mean chingos and chingos of Grey Knights. And then I've got this awesome fucker who I cannot wait to paint this guy. I've already kind of figured out how I'm going to, like, just to show you his base. How I plan on, like, I wanted to make it look like he's in action, like he's about to run, or something along those lines. Mostly because I think I fucked up a little bit with how I put him, but, like, I do like how dynamic it's gonna be. Not to mention, like, I already have a ton of Marvel and soon DC figures that I want to paint for Marvel United and Zombicide. And that's going to be DC United and what was the other one? Deceased, which are board games. I have a lot of board games with a lot of miniatures. Oh, that's smooth. That's what I want. That's what I want. Sorry. Jeez, I got excited about that. So I've already got tons of minis, but him giving me more is just, I'm not saying it's a problem. He's feeding my crack addiction. My plastic crack addiction is not going away anytime soon. At this point, there is a model that I know that he really likes that I'm thinking about getting for him. I know he's listening to the stream, but, like, I was thinking about getting it for him and painting it up and sending it to him as a gift. But I also know he could probably use the money more. Especially because, like, he's done so many good edits for us. Like, me and Shadow are so impressed. I have an audio that cannot go on YouTube that he actually edited. It took him a while to do, but goddamn were the results fantastic. It's a werewolf audio that is NSFW. That is out on Shadow's Fansly page. So I should put a link down below somewhere. But yeah, if you want to check out her Fansly, which is if you do, you're not gonna regret it. Trust me. And then yeah, you'll hear the audio that we all worked on, the three of us. Obviously, Core Circuit did the bulk of the work, because he's a good being, and we appreciate him. We stand the circuit in this room. The only problem with this... so, he knows I'll fight him. The porn will diminish as the model painting becomes the main source of... Listen, I'm not gonna lie, I would kind of love that. But, like, I don't make very much off my streams, and I don't make anywhere near as much off YouTube at all. Like, by comparison, it's not even funny how, like, how little I get from YouTube. But I'm also not, like, Dade audio levels of, like, popular. He also uploads quite a bit, so, like, I would have trouble competing with that. Now, I also bought on Humble Bundle a new program called Fantasy Plus, which is basically background music for TTRPGs and streams and like stuff like this. It's all royalty free, which is phenomenal. The only problem is I have not set it up fully yet. So the music that you were hearing earlier, that's just kind of gently in the background, I need to go in, and I don't know how to put it on loop. Only because, like, I literally just bought it 20 minutes before the stream started. Ugh. I'm putting streaks in this accidentally. But that'll work out because she is a rabbit girl. It's okay for her to have streaks, because it will look like she's furry. Which I don't think the majority of my audience is going to mind that I'm painting a furry. Nor am I going to mind. Listen, you've been around on the internet as long as I have. It's suddenly just like, you know what? I don't get why people are so mad about all that. Anywho. No, there's the link. Thank you, Core Circuit. Well, I can't wait either. I'm living for these streams. Always great to see how much fun you have in showing your hobby and interest. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. You say you don't have the talent, but, like, it really isn't about talent. It's about skill. And you don't get the skill by not doing it. You only get the skill by practicing. Which is why, like, my painting is a little... I wouldn't say lackluster, but these are definitely practice runs because I'm nowhere near the level of other artists. But I don't need to be. Comparison being the thief of joy isn't the only reason, though. It's because I want to enjoy my hobby. And if I can share it with other people and enjoy it that way, I just realized that I didn't turn the music back on like a goofus. I'm just sitting here talking. Now I know I've done skin much better than this, but I'm also still trying to get used to this new paint. This new paint set that I got from Core. Right now she kinda looks like an off chocolate bunny, which also would work given the kind of Easter theme. There we go. But we'll do thin layers. It's looking much better on the grays, actually. On the gray areas, it's looking superior to where the white areas are. Goodness, don't clip that. Don't take that out of context. Do you have any of the micro fluff stock? Make her velvety soft. No, I do not. I don't have any of that. Dude, still take a bite. Yeah? Honey Bunny Girl, not gonna complain. You and I are on the same page, Stripes. Like, you and I on the same page. Francie, kind, but I often struggle with finding colors or having ideas of what for coloring. Any tips? It's so there's so many different models that like people do that it all kind of boils down to before you start painting, it's always best to kind of have an idea of what you want to do. I'm not doing that this stream. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, which is inadvisable, by the way. But that's because, and I'm going to be painting for a couple of hours, hopefully. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it very much kind of depends on what the color scheme is going to be, what you're going for. Again, I usually already have a color scheme and stuff in mind, but when I asked a couple of different people, I didn't really get an answer, so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna see if I fly on the seat of my pants and kind of go from there. I won't be able to watch. Oh, hi, Hilbeth. Welcome in. I know you won't be able to listen to the whole thing, but I really do appreciate you stopping by in the first place. Thing beaten into creative is practice, practice, practice. 100%. You can't get better without practice. Tried these things. I just struggle with coloring. Often the color isn't like how I would like it. It turns out kind of spotted or too thick, or the colors I put together don't fit. So, here's the thing, right? Right now, I don't know how well you can tell that the paint job is spotty. You can see the streaks, right? Because the initial layer was way too thin and the subsequent layer was too thick. So now I'm having streaking, which is a problem. The good thing is, when you paint in layers, the streaking and everything will go away eventually. Now, most of the time, you don't want to have more than like 2 or 3 layers of any given color, but the thinner the paint is, the more like translucent, the more you can get away with. The other thing too is like it's streaky because I keep painting over what I'm painting and not letting it dry enough. I'm pushing the paint more than I should. But as I said, it's gonna work out for us in a minute because those streaks will also give us some things to be able to use as highlights. We'll be able to disguise them with subsequent layers of less dark tones. I didn't get this section on her back, so let's start with her back. And I ain't just talking about that back porch, because we've been painting that. And I still haven't put the music on like a goober. Y'all, I don't know why when I paint, it's like the ADHD devil just takes a hold of me. And no, I'm not just talking about core circuit. I can hear him now. Mazarus, it's me, the ADHD devil from the ADHD Bible. I am butchering his I was gonna say Kentucky accent. I'm butchering his voice right now though. Ooh, that came out looking nice. Ooh, girl. Damn cheeks though. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really do like the dark skin tone for her. I really like that. One, because there's a lot of rabbits who do have brown fur. Chocolate Bunny also, like, even though she doesn't have black features, like traditionally black features, I can still fucking work with this. Yeah. The ADHD diddler. Oh no. Shit. It took me out. Holy fuck. I need a minute. Jesus. Oh man. Gotta, okay, new title for Core Circuit, the ADHD Diddler. You know damn well the ADHD instructions aren't in the book format, you poser. ADHD devil equals hyper-focusing to the extreme. A little bit. Looks great till now. Oh, you gotta go? Well, hopefully, Franzi, hopefully I'm still here. That's the idea, is that I'll be here for, again, a couple of hours. But I just want to show you guys. I don't know how it's going to show up on here. Let's see. But you see how the brown is actually looking a lot better, even with the streaks over here. Now let me go ahead and bring this over to her face. And get her chest area too while I'm at it. Long strokes, that's what she said. I'm a little tempted to give her like green eyes. Well, green eye, because there's only one eye available to see. And I really do think that this is going to be one of those, this model, even with me taking hours to start painting, realistically, I may be painting her for a good long while. I'm going to try and smooth this out a little bit. It's okay if her shirt gets messy. I'll fix that later. it's drying a little faster, but I think the paint is a little too thick. Yeah, I need to thin it down a little bit. With me getting used to this new wet palette too, that's also going to be something to kind of contend with. I might need to add a little bit more water to the wet palette. Okay. The other thing is I'm trying to smooth it out a little bit too, because some of it looks a little chunky in places. Part of it also is that painting over white can be very difficult. Whereas if I had started with black and painted the brown, it would have easily like worked out. Because that's why the dark gray is like, oh yeah, this is perfect for it. In fact, I think I can probably stop putting layers of paint on this side of her. But much like Sonic and Shadow, we live and learn. I used to know all the lyrics to like all the songs from the Sonic Adventure games. But that's because when I was a kid, I was a huge Sonic nerd. Now my brother is the huge Sonic nerd, but we both were at the time. He's more the nerd now about it. I just love Latina Sonic. Gonna try to peek in while you're at work. No problem, Hilbeth. I learned nothing. I refuse. Spit on it. A chunky brown girl? I know. I was actually thinking about that. Like, I kind of wish that there were more, like, thicker models that weren't just, like, super boobly or, like, super, like, ass out the wazoo. Like, actual bigger folk would be interesting. Because, I mean, that's still sexy, you know? That's still absolutely sexy. But at this point, I kind of feel that sculptors kind of just work with, like, the conventional attractiveness of characters. Which is fine, I guess. But I'd love to see more representation of, like, bigger people. There we go. That's looking much, much better now. Definitely far less streaks. Go ahead and get her shoulder again. And I have not seen enough tutorials online from any of the big creators that I love about how to actually paint people of color. Like, I mean, like, I want to know how to paint black characters and Latino characters, or Afro-Latino characters too. I'd love to be able to do that more regularly. Because, again, representation kind of matters. Even though I was on the struggle bus for a little bit there, this is turning out much, much better. Gotta trust the process, you know? The more layers you put on over time, things will clear up and they will get better. Just gotta trust that there process. Boy, I tell you what. It's like my buddy Core Circuit always says, if you got time to lean, good. Don't fucking worry about it. Lean. Productivity is a work of the devil. I'm just gonna start like putting words in Core Circuit's mouth and just like, yeah, one time he told me, you know, the best way to catch a bobcat was just to stick your willy in wet glue. just make fucking lore for Core Circuit out of the blue. He's gonna find me, folks. Welcome back, Stripes. It would be nice to see your body a bit more, Shadow. I mean, your body type. Yes, you're right. I mean, blue characters would be interesting. Oh, I know which one. Like riding a dick. I mean, bike. Better words than other things, maybe. Let's see. Spade says, any suggestions for hair for a drawing of an angel incarnate? You could go the stereotypical like Greco-Roman kind of hair, or you can go wild with it and say, you know what, let's give them like more like deeper curly hair. Anger, not angel. Bro, you see my body more than enough. Listen, you say that. You say that I see your body more than enough. But I am a greedy man. So take that in consideration. The core lore. I know he's at work, so he's not really able to defend himself. But this is going to be such a funny bit. Like, the less he's able to respond, the funnier it is. It's funnier too because like his lore is that he's a robot that's like made from he was made from junk at first. I don't know if he's still technically made of junk. And I know the lore because he's told me the lore on multiple occasions. I was gonna say against my will, no, but he's told me the lore multiple occasions. It's just the lore is also kind of, as you would imagine, ever evolving. Sometimes a guy can't even decide what suit to put the poor little dude in. Funky little robot man over here confused. What is he? Who is he? What's this thing on his... Like, are these pants? No. Telling people about my junk, shaking my... Core circuit, stare too long and you'll go blind through... Core circuit is correct, though. A breathtaking sunset does not stop being breathtaking, even if you go blind. And Shadow, you are as breathtaking as a sunset. And that's not because you're my friend. Although, okay, so realistically though, guys, I'll be honest with you. I've got really attractive friends. I say that as a married man. I have very attractive friends. Core Circuit in real life is buff. Dude is a buff dude. And, like, tall as a fucking redwood. I am an actual dwarf by comparison to him. Like, if you guys ever get to see a picture of him and me together, I know it's going to be like Gimli and Legolas, and I am here for it. Core Circuit eats staples from Stapler like a Pez dispenser. Core lore! Goodness. Goodness, Hillbeth. Okay. I still think that this is too dry. I think I need more... Yeah, it's drying out a little faster. I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to pour a little bit more water into the wet palette itself because my paint's drying a little too much. Okay, sorry about that. I told you to spit on it. Oh, well, okay, well, Haktua, I guess. So when it comes to the wet palette, you kind of want to keep, like, almost an excessive amount of water because otherwise your paint will dry too quickly like this is. But let's see the progress we've made on our bunny girl. And I'm going to see if I can just... What if I put this down here like this? Can you see her face? It's looking pretty good. Not gonna lie. I love that she's got like little holes in her, what I assume is like almost like pantyhose. I was thinking of keeping the thigh highs white and maybe putting like pastel, like almost pastel colors. Because again, Easter. Okay, I need to grab a little bit more of this brown. This umber, really. It's so thick. Like, goddamn. Now I know I've got metal balls. So I could, in theory, let me see. I could, in theory, drop one in. Because you see, this is what it looks like on the inside. I'm going to try doing that really quick, because this is just way too thickums. Where are my metal balls? Where are my balls, Summer? Hell yeah, you do. So does Core. But his are factory issued. Would it be possible to put little Easter eggs on the base of the model? Probably. That sound made up. Looked up too fast. Let's see. So, where are my... Oh, I think I have them. Where the hell are my balls? I know I have a shit ton of these. Well, not a shit ton, right? I have a good amount of them. Also, I have other dry brushes, but this is definitely not a project that a dry brush is going to be useful. Here it is. Also, on my list of other models I need to paint. Hooray! It's the dancer of the Vorio Ballet. The Vorio Ballet? What the fuck was that? Yeah, no, this is from Dark Souls. And then I also have Dissen, which is also supposed to be like the dancer. I need to do some dry brushing to make it look a little bit better and get the transitions to smooth out. But like, yeah. I've got plenty of projects. You are from an unfortunate paint mixer accident. Pavlovian response, possibly. But these are the metal balls that I was talking about. They come with 100, and I probably will, just because, like, so the set that Core Circuit got me has 50 paints, and I still have, again, a lot of paints. But I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna drop one in there. You only need one, but sometimes I'll put two if it's extra. Like, if it's extra thick, I'll put two in. But let me go ahead and see. This is the other problem, not problem, but this is the thing with, again, experimenting with, like, Last Hope paints. I do like how, I do like how the pigment looks. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, you need to make your chat bigger, read goodly. Give me text-to-speech, damn it. I don't know how to do text-to-speech. I think you have to be an, like, affiliate for that. I think Core Circuit would know how to get that set up. Because honestly, I'm so bad at reading, you're right. So here's the reason why I'm so bad at reading, okay? So you guys are to the left of me. And my left eye is just skill issue. Listen, sir. You're supposed to be on my side. But so my left eye is almost practically blind. Like legitimately almost like legally blind. That's how bad it is. So when I'm turning my head to look at you guys, it's on the left, which is the bad eye that can barely see shit. So really, what I'm getting at is you're just being ableist. It's still so thick. Why is it so thick? I don't think there's enough, like... Put chat on the iPad on the right side. Adapt. Okay, you want to see what's on the right side? Goodness. I don't know what's going on with the white balance on this. Hang on. I forgot how to do the white balance on this. Oh, configure video, I think. Okay, so to the right is the TV that I use to play games. And then behind that is my wife's office stuff. And then there you guys are. Say hello, chat. And there, up there is my collection of, I've got All Might, Godzilla. I've got like all of my All Might over here. And then Godzilla, because I didn't know where else to put them. And of course, I've got above them my favorites. My Shayla, Hellboy. Yeah, I've got... Listen, guys. All of this. RPG books. I'm hearing a lot of excuses and no solutions. Listen, I'm trying, dang it. But yeah, this is... I want to do an RPG stuff. Like, I want to do RPG stuff for the channel at some point, but like finding the time is difficult. I was streaming for with Demon Pishy for a while, but my schedule kind of does not work for what her schedule is. I think I can just leave the... Let's find out, because let's see. Let's see. Will that work? Blindingly bright, though. Chat is washed out now. Oh. There we go. I'll just kind of change it as need be. I can't read my chat. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm experimenting with things, guys. I'm experimenting with things. As is my right. It is my channel to do as I wish, to do as I please. This is definitely, like, this paint definitely requires more water. This is like GW levels of, like, it needs water. Citadel paints are kind of infamous for being, like, very thick and needing to be watered down. I'm used to much thinner paints, and so this paint job is much messier than usual. But we live and we learn. We listen and we don't judge. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting text-to-speech on this, only because, like, I do so much and have so little attention. I cannot, for the life of me, multitask. God has cursed me this way. That, or he knew I'd be way too insufferable otherwise. Paint is a little thinner now, but it's still drying way too quickly. And it might just be this one pot. It might just be this one color. We'll see. It's nice being able to experiment with stuff, though. Don't get stuck when it comes to painting and all that. Don't get stuck doing what's familiar. Try to do stuff that's different, because you can't get better if you only do the familiar. Which is why, like, I know how to paint an army really well. It's just really dull. It's very boring because they're all pretty much the same. I like individual models because I can practice new techniques, I can practice new color schemes, and all kinds of stuff like that. And variety is, as they say, the spice of life. Which is why white people are so adverse to, like, having variety. That's why they have to make everything about themselves. Oops. Is that too political? Oh my god, though, actually that makes so much sense. Maybe they're not xenophobic. Maybe they're just afraid of different things because they can't handle spicy foods. That's why they want to get rid of the brown and black people. I know this is an overgeneralization, but I'm having kind of a realization of, oh, that is actually more of a systemic problem than I thought. Y'all need to eat more spicy foods. Not like everyone in the audience. I'm just saying, like, the white people TM need to eat more spicy foods. Or just have more seasoning, god damn it. Oh, I absolutely judge, but my eyeliner, fishnets, and big stompy boots just turned into foreplay. Turn it into foreplay. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yes. And a little bit of Simply Green and a toothbrush will reset the model if you fuck up too much. Yeah, it just takes a while, because you gotta really dip it in there. England invaded and conquered half the world for spices, and then decided they didn't like them. Yep. I put I cannot say... Oh, God. Cayenne. Every time I see the word cayenne, my brain wants to say Kanye, and that's totally different. But you love blue people. You've mentioned that, Stripes. You've mentioned that you love blue people. I know who your favorite blue person is. Perhaps I should have him come out and say hello, yeah. Give you something to look forward to. It needs water, says my body as I drink energy drinks. Yeah, Hillbeth, I can do it. We judge a little bit. Hillbeth, gasp, I'll have you know, we waged wars and enslaved people to have spices we don't... It's true. But Cajun food is actually one of my faves. Yeah. I put Oh, Stripes passes out. Well, don't pass out too much, yeah? I know all that blood rushing from your head to another's quite difficult to deal with, yeah? I'd hate to make a mess of you this early. Or this publicly. But if you really ask for it, who am I to say nine? It is kind of interesting how Nightcrawler is like one of my most popular voices on the channel. I don't know what that's about, but like I'm okay with it. Obviously, it's making a little bit of money. I'm not gonna lie, so I'm not gonna bite the hands that feed me. Yeah. This paint is a little dry. But I'm sure that the audience isn't. Ha ha! Wordplay. Okay. So I've messed up the dress a little bit, but I can easily cover those bits up when I need to. Cover those bits. Yeah, no covering those bits, let me tell you. He thinks he's funny. But, yeah, I'm just going to keep going with this color for now. Just make sure I get everything I want covered. She is looking a lot smoother. Which is good, because the other problem with fleshy bits, no matter what color the fleshy bits are, you're going to run into... You can have like really chalky kind of like lines. So just being careful with it. Kurt wouldn't rock a confessional booth. Wait, hang on. That's not right. As if Kurt wouldn't rock a confessional booth if given a fraction of a chance. Absolutely correct. No, little German boy, don't go to horny Patreon. I'm glad your day is complete, and I'm sure you will too. Core Circuit, at least horny Patreon is paywalled. Horny Reddit is just the other way out. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Part of the reason why I don't post as often on Reddit as I do on Patreon is because I don't want minors accessing my content that much. At all. Period. I don't want that. Spade. I can't breathe. I love Nightcrawler. Hush. Oh. Why are you all getting so worked up? I'm just like a little guy, yeah? I'm just a little dude. Going out there, bamfing around. Being technically an X-Men and a superhero, but that's besides the point. That's just mutant life, isn't it? I've always wanted to have a character who goes, I'm just a little guy. So having Kurt do it is just funny. I'm a dork and adorable. Well, thank you, Shadow. Also, Shadow has gotten to listen to one of the newer audios. She wrote the scripts for both. And she can tell you, yeah, I'm definitely definitely a nerd. Definitely very good at being nerdy. I don't know what they mixed this pigment with, but it's kind of too thick to actually, because like, put it to you this way. No, where are the rest of my paints? The rest of my paints are in there, but at the same time, I know I had some paints out here. Let's do this. Let's me. God, I need to move some things here. I have too much shit in my workspace. Where'd all this shit come from? I hate it. Okay. Awkward and honest, big emotions. No playing cool at all. Nope. It just... I feel like that's how I would have flirted back in the day. Let's see. Let's compare that brown to... That's leather brown. Dark oak brown. Let's do that. We're going to compare and see who has the better color palette. This isn't to say that Last Hope is bad. It's just, I think they have a very specific way they want you to mix your paints, which I just kind of don't jive with as much. But we'll see. We'll see. I might be wrong here. Okay, so I'm going to make a point. So this is the burnt umber that we've been using. Okay? I am shaking this vigorously into the microphone. You cannot hear it, I doubt. I doubt that you'd be able to hear it. We've also established that Core Circuit has eaten up your desk space. Yeah, sort of. Okay, so that's this one. You can't hear it at all. Here is... You can hear the ball moving in this one. Get some more shelves. I really do need more shelves, but even then it would just be filled with stuff. What's funny is it will only get worse. Thank you, Core. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, I don't know if you can actually hear the mix ball in these. Sounds like I'm fapping. But, like, these actually have the mix balls, and you can hear them. Core Circuit, you are obviously a sugar daddy. I'm not gonna say nothing. Okay. Now, unfortunately, some of the pigment on this one kind of... There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so this is a much darker brown than this one. And then let's take a look at leather brown. But yeah, the Last Hope isn't mixing as well as it should, I think. Sugar daddy for a diabetic. Yup, diabetes. For those of you on YouTube who didn't know, I found out last month that I have diabetes. Sheesh, I thought this was safe for work. You're making the lab not safe for work. Plap, 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 get mixed. I think it would sound cuter if Shadow were to say it, though. Oh, darling, though, your lab being messy, well, there's only so much we can do about that now, isn't there? I know you like it dirty, though. I know you all like it a little dirty. See, that's how easy and, like, smooth it should be. we're going to go ahead and compare it to my other browns here. We're going to... Am I sending you a voice message? I mean, you could. I'll never say no to that. We're going to compare the browns. Oh, you meant to play on stream. Oh, I mean, technically you could always join my voice chat and do it that way. All you'd have to do is get in on Discord. And then you and I could have all kinds of fun. They could hear your dummy voice. I've never invited... Oh, okay, that's on me. That's totally on me, you're right. I mean, if you want to join in at some point, like... Absolutely, I'd love to have you on. Perks of also being in my Discord. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's a lot smoother, but yeah. Okay, though it makes a really good transition because it's like a nice in-between for these. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Rocco. Yeah, Rocco. Okay. Well, now that we've got a good base on the skin bits, let's see how we do with this brown. Fat bottom girls. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was like, we have so much fun in my Discord. It's a great time. You'd have so much fun with us. Aren't you in my Discord? I know you're on my Patreon. You should have access to it. Core Circuit, are you seeing this disrespect, this playground level of social outcasting, and how dare you? I ran away and my phone just paused the live. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Hey, Midnight. Terrence Camcito. Hey, Midnight. In real life, I'm sick. I am talking, sore throat, sneeze, and cough. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry that you're sick. I hope you feel better. If there's anything you want to hear or, like, anything that might help your recovery be a little more speedy, you let me know and I'll see to it that I get you a little of that action, shall we say. Yes, quite indeed. Progressi. Yeah, we're making some good progress here. Oh, Army Painter, I have missed you. Oh, you are so creamy and smooth. Oh, yes. Yes, I love that. Yay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little bit of this. Take a little bit of this. Mix it in a little bit and get a better transition. She's going to look a little less dark chocolate and a little bit more milk chocolate, which I think kind of works for what we're going with. And then we'll work on some highlights, but okay. That's already brightening it up quite a bit. That's nice. It's very nice. Nope, I missed a couple of bits actually. On her arms. And it got real quiet in here. Why is that? Jarvis, jerk it a little. Jarvis, increase the Latina by 15%. So what I need right now is comfort. So we can get Nightcrawler wishing me to get better, please. Of course. I hope you get very much better. I hope that you feel so great that you're able to do all kinds of things. But more importantly, I hope that, well, by the end of it, once you've felt better and aren't sick anymore, maybe we can spend some time, yeah? You and I? When you're a little less, contagious, yeah? I wonder if I could make money off of just doing, like, little cameos with Nightcrawler. You're very welcome, Terrence. You're very, very welcome. Yeah. Why did the... Oh. There we go. April Fool's is coming up. What cursed prompt did you do? I can't tell you. I can't tell you because it's a surprise. It's supposed to be a surprise. Most likely $10 voice notes as your various characters, like the thingies you did for Blue Sky earlier. Yeah. If I can like be like, hey, we can do this, so long as it's between this length and this length, probably make some decent money. And with my wife looking for a job right now, for the next couple, well, for the foreseeable future at the moment, just because like job market, it's not just that the job market's kind of shit, it's just that applying for jobs is kind of shit. I think anyone can tell you right now, applying for work in America is miserable. It's such a job in and of itself trying to get a job. I feel so bad for my wife, having to put up with this shit. You don't know how to find the Discord invite on my Patreon? Oh, well, I can absolutely just invite you. Hang on, let me do that real quick. Give me a second, guys. Let's see. Hang on. Let's see, Shadow. I think that'll work. I think I sent the invite to you. Okay, while she's doing that, let me get back to my painting. Part of what I was doing too is letting the colors kind of dry. There we go. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's see if that works. I don't know how well you guys can see the colors right now. Sorry, not the best at conversation. Working on my own stuff, so just a quip here and there. That's absolutely fine. Like, these are chill streams. They're not meant for like huge audiences. I don't have the mass appeal that some people do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just meant for nice, calm, relaxing, soothing times. Until I start getting on my soapbox about politics. That's when I get difficult. Okay. I'm gonna have to start looking at how to paint her fur, which I think will be probably the same kind of browns. Don't think I'm gonna try for jumping on voice just yet. I don't think y'all are prepared. It's true. Y'all are not prepared. The amount of people who would just lose their absolute ever-loving mind. Redonkulous. Oh, my posture is so bad. There we go. I can get a little closer. All right. I'm going to test the waters here and see how I like this brown. Doing a little bit of wet blending. So what wet blending is while the paint is still wet on the model, you mix two different colors. It's called wet blending because you're blending wet paint. Yes. I am deeply insightful. I am very intelligent. What I'm doing here too is I'm trying to bump up the places where I know the light's gonna be to make her look a little brighter in those spaces. Using those undercoats to also give us some dark shadows to contrast. I'm going to try and blend this a little bit to give us a nice contrast layer. There we go. Maybe tonight you can heckle and shit? Yeah, I mean, hell yeah. If I play some Monster Hunter, I think that would work really well. We also might just hang out in VC. Because I haven't gotten to do a hangout with my audience in a long time. Too long. And I don't like that. I like hanging out with my audience. I don't like leaving you guys out there without me. Hello, Butterball. You are in fact a cat. Welcome. Yes, sir. How can I help you? As my cat proceeds to jump scare me. He's less of a kitty and more of a panther, really. Honestly, this music is perfect for me because it's not like too loud or nothing. I probably should be wetting my brush a little more. Just to make sure that like everything stays on. Butterball, yeah, Butterball makes an appearance every once in a while. He is a good cat. if a bit silly. But don't tell him I said that, 'cause cats are prideful, and he will take offense to it. The other thing is, I'm trying to figure out where my light source technically is, because this light source is not the same as where she's actually like going to be found in the forest and how she's going to be like looking. Okay, let's see. If I can show off the character. I wonder if I do it this way. Hang on. That didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. Let's see. Nope, that doesn't work. And let's see if we do that now. There we go. How are we looking here? And see, it's so hard because like I don't have like the most HD of all cameras. I think this is like maybe 1080p at best. So I don't know how well it's going to show up. Let's try this. You turn off that. And what if I turn off this? At some point I'm gonna have to figure out like the best way to light this character, but let me try. If I do it this way. maybe you'll see the details. No. Man, there's just no winning. I don't know if it's the camera or my lighting. There's just no winning with it. That sucks. I am so tempted to look up, like, better video cameras. Or video, like... I'm just tempted to get better equipment. Let's see. Trying to think of what kind of web camera I have. Okay, I'm gonna try something really quick and see if maybe this works. This will be interesting. This will be an experiment. You're seeing a camera through a camera. On my end, you can definitely see how messy it is, but... Easter is on 420. We're gonna blaze it. I keep looking up with her rump right in my face. Looks good every time. I mean... Yeah. Yeah, right? The inception works. Cool. Okay, so that kind of works. Let's see. Let's see if I do it this way. Let's try with the white balance. $420, praise it. God. I want you to leave my stream after that. I wonder... Oh, there we go. Focus. I think you guys can see the color a lot better now. I do love the that the color does look darker and lighter in the places that it needs to be. So kudos to me. Cheers to the Tin Man. I can't say that. I can't say cheers to the Tin Man because that's referring to Core Circuit. He is the Tin Man. Okay. There we go. Yes, cat. What would you like, Mr. Butterball? Butterball, what are you messing with? Beachy cat. Cheers to the tin can. Does the Tin Man use lube or oil? At the rate I'm going, it's probably that see-through plastic that early 2000s electronics had. I mean, yeah. Gonna look dope as hell. I think what's hard about this is that you guys probably won't be able to see the highlights very well from your perspective. Which is very unfortunate. kind of bumping up the opacity in some places. That's good. I know I got really quiet, and I apologize about that, but I mean, it's kind of unavoidable. Okay, let me take a break and look at the chat. As millennial, that is the most attractive thing you could have said to me. We both know that's not true. Can see much better. Excellent. Okay. You can almost see my lap from here. You dirty, dirty audience, you. I wonder if I just need a darker background. See if that works. Maz moves camera, moves camera, moves camera. Gas. What are you looking at, chat? How dare you? Chat, I will tell you what, man. I think at some point I'm gonna have to just buy an HD camera or something. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Ugh. How much is an HD webcam? This would probably be a good core circuit question later, is like, what would be a good camera for what I am doing here with my paint stream? Because, like, this camera is a... I want to say it's like a Logitech or something like that. Ah, damn, I broke a nail. I mean, yeah, I can probably find a decent one for cheap. That's not too much of an issue. Let's see. This is a... It's a horrendous glare. Hang on. Hang on, chat. I'm gonna figure this out really quick. It is a... It's got a zoom lens. It says HD. How do I zoom in? How do I do any of that? How do I... Surprise face reveal. I mean, I'm not very good at hiding my face. I mean, if you have me on Blue Sky, you've seen this face. You've also seen more than just that on Blue Sky. And on Discord. I am a handsome man. Resolution type, maybe? Chat, I'll have to figure this out at some point, because I want you to see what I'm painting. But we'll use what we did last time, and use my phone so that you guys can see. Phone. Turn the exposure on. Okay, let's try it this way. You also... That's useful. Okay. How's it looking? Oh, I'm a goofus. There we go. Looks like boobs and butt. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what it's supposed to be. She's a pinup model. I think she'll look better when I have more color on her. But, okay. So I'm gonna do a quick thing here. Okay. Oh, that just squirted right out. Okay. Oh, that works really well, though. Okay. That's the kind of contrast we need. Fuck yes. Contrast paints for the win. Uh-oh. She's bleeding everywhere, though. My contrast paint, I mean. Because the contrast paint is, unfortunately, real loosey-goosey. I'll try to keep my paintbrush pointed down. Oh boy. Man, that'll work. This will give us a nice baseline for the feet and ears. Make our work a little easier. Will take a little bit of time to dry, though. That's the only problem. And even then, it's not much of a problem. Butterball, what do you want? What? Yes, sir. How can I help you today? No, sir. This is not a Wendy's. My wife likes to remind me that he only responds because I talk to him. He heard the offer of cat treats. Can't see much with how bright the light is. I know. You'll see it in a minute. Is it feed time for the cat? No. He gets fed in the morning. He's just being a little bit of a brat, if I'm being honest. Which, I mean, he's a cat. He's wont to do that. Yeah, I'm talking about you, bud. Yeah, only good things, I promise. That Whoa. Do y'all see what I'm dealing with over here? Well, probably not, actually. Now that I think about it, because of the fucking... Look at this nonsense. Excuse you, sir. Excuse you. At least he isn't a garment thief. You're correct. What do you want, sir? How can I help? How can I help you today? Ow, what? Meow. Well, listen, Chairman Meow. Uh-huh. You don't say. I don't know if the rest of y'all talk to your cat like I do, but I talk to him like he owes me money. Sir, how can I assist you? Makes a good wash too. This speed paint. Sir, I'm gonna need for you to stop. Shadow says hello, baby. Someone clip this. My cat's not vocal, but yours definitely owes you money. Yeah. Someone wants me to give you kisses. Do you want kisses? You are a fat cat and I love you. I left the bathroom light on. Like a dingus. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. This will give this time for the paint. You know what? I'm gonna just... Before this paint dries too quickly, I'm just gonna go ahead and slap the ears with it. This will hopefully give you guys some more contrast to actually see shit on this. Alright, everybody. I am going to go ahead and take a quick break. I will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and switch this really quick. Loud noise warning, okay? Jump scare warning. Okay, I am back, everyone. Hillbeth said, I'd love for there to be an ASMR prompt that's just cat wants treats and it's Maz just meowing and saying no people words. So, one of the audios that I just finished that I haven't posted anywhere yet, kind of touches on this, actually. It was written by Shadow, as a matter of fact, and it's quite great. It's hilarious. There's some really great moments. But yeah, cat meowings. When I record it to make sure that I knew where the cat was supposed to meow, I would just interject with a meow. I could have kept that as the cat's voice, which would have been honestly probably hilarious, but I think it would have taken out of the sexy moments. Just me going meow. Still would have been hilarious though. God, I love these speed paints so fucking much. They're such a big help. Hope everyone is doing well, by the way. Fix the set. Oh, shit. You really do be needing, text-to-speech or something. Cat Dad Maz. It's adorable. Cuteness, aggression everywhere. Gonna wanna crush his head with your thighs. I mean, I know you crush my head with your thighs. Just saying. I think now that I have a little extra contrast, I think the paint's gonna look really great, y'all. Only my dreams. Oh no, I know you'd ruin my fishnets if I tried to leg lucky. Yeah. Goofball. Yeah, I am a goofball. But Butterball is a butterball. And he is all up in my space right now. Now, she's going to look pretty messy here. But that's going to work out for us. We will clean her up really well. I know the next thing I want to focus is on her eye. So let me go ahead and pull out. Let me pull out a green. I need a nice iridium, and I also want a white. There's the white in the set. White, do we have like an eggshell, an off-white? That's black. Silver. Medium. Gray. Okay, let's try this gray. Okay, we're going to focus on the eye really quick. Okay. Oh, I think I have. Messy girls are the best fun. I like a good mess. Butterball's baby and an angel, perfectly innocent bystander. Bullshit! He knows what he's done. Love drawing over-exaggerated comic book level muscle. Sick of YouTube throwing in an ad when you say something important. Am I saying anything important, though? Personally, I would say that if I am not saying something horny, it is probably not as important. So I'm mixing some white paint right now so I can get the eye, and I think what I'll do is also clean up some of the areas I've made a mess. And you never want to start with just like pure white for eyes either. You want to usually do like an eggshell or off-white. Makes it a little easier to deal with. Now, I have talked about this in the past, so I might sound like a broken record. But it is important to remember that when we are painting eyes, you don't always want to go with the smallest brush you have. That is a common misconception. Because the smallest brush you have is going to dry very, very quickly. I'm also trying to clean up the areas that I screwed up. The problem is this white is incredibly translucent, so it's going to take some layers, which is a little annoying, actually. Okay, let me see about grabbing I mean, at this point, if you want to, Kate, if you have access, you should be able to. That would be fine. You should be able to. Like, I think the permissions. Gonna go get some food. Be right back. No problem, Shadow. No problem. You just don't want to bug me? Listen. This is a chill stream. Nothing major's happening. Let's do the mummy robe. And where is my white? I need to move stuff. God, my workspace is such a fucking mess right now. Okay. Let's see. I'm not used to working in this much mess. That's fan dust. Might use that for later, actually. Monster brown. I can take a look at that one. That's gray. Where the hell is my white? Got like bleach bone, skeleton bone, desert yellow. Ah, here it is. Matte white. And then I'm going to be digging through quite a few things. Now, I only have an hour left, so I'm going to try and get this as clean as possible so that I can keep streaming later. Yeah, that needs to be mixed. Okay, let's see if this is mixed enough. Shit. I've got too many gray knights here. I need to take care of them. I need to do something with them at some point. Ah, there's my tool. There we go. That's the smooth blend that I'm looking for. go. Hell yeah. There we go. That's more like it for the cleanup. Now, it might be premature to do the cleanup now, but at the same time, I just want to get that sorted a bit. One of the next things I'm probably going to do is add some texture to this. Figure I'll probably keep her stockings white, but I'm not sure yet. Kate, were you able to join?
Yeah, I just had to set it to push the talk, and then it was being super quiet, so I was trying to figure it out.
Ah, okay. Welcome in, Kate. How are you?
I am good. I am enjoying my second day off work. Yay.
Excellent. Well, you can also be the voice of the chat while I paint. If you don't mind, of course.
No problem.
But I hope your day off has been enjoyable.
It literally has been sleeping with Pippa, because I was out late last night.
And Pippa, for the audience who has no idea who you are, by the way.
Hi, everyone.
Introduce yourself, Kate.
I'm Kate, and Pippa is a cat, so not a saucy day, but a cuddly day.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
I am a library technician. I digitize books for students. I also like doing lots of arts and crafts and stuff. And last night I saw Nish Kumar, a British comedian, perform, and I got to give him a picture that I made of him, and he seemed to really like it.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's the first time I've been able to see him. He's come to Canada before, but only to like the big comedy show in Montreal. I've never been able to go to that.
Oh. Also, for our American streamers, yes, she is from Canada.
Your future war partner, or war target, actually.
I wouldn't say war target so much as like we're gonna try and do shit, but like Canada has no qualms with committing war crimes, so we really shouldn't be fucking with Canada.
Nah, we're really good at it. Although the news today said Carney had a good talk with Trump, so I mean, we'll see.
Good talk with Trump. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't see how talking to that man would ever be good.
I will be voting for Mark Carney in our upcoming election because I am liberal and I like him, but I really wished our NDP party would win because the leader of the NDP party is a 6 foot tall brown man in a turban, and I would love to see Trump deal with that.
That would be hilarious. Although knowing Trump, that would be all the more reason to go to war with Canada because he's an asshole.
Yeah, no, I think the realities of the tariffs are going to clue in, especially when he finds out that you guys get 90% of your potash from Canada and 85% from one province, and you need that to grow food.
We need a lot of y'all's resources, to be honest. And that's what he doesn't know because he's an idiot. The good news is, I know for a fact he wasn't voted in. Like he's said as much. He's said that like Elon won him the election. Elon rigged it for him, which is the only reason.
I would love to see Trump try to get Canada to become one solid thing. Like, it's like, hello, we've been trying to keep Quebec for the last 40 years.
He's just so dumb. And, like, I doubt that anyone in my audience is gonna be, like, a Trump supporter. By way of very few people are gonna be LGBTQT and, like, a Trump supporter.
Yeah, exactly. I keep getting interesting YouTube ads when I reload your stream. I know they're based on my algorithm, but still, I find it funny.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. They're built for you. I am returned, says Shadow. Soon you'll be our 51st state after you somehow lump all the provinces together. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, Alberta already wants to leave. Quebec has voted many times to leave, but hasn't agreed on it yet. So, yeah. We'd give you Alberta, though. We would happily hand over Alberta, even with the oil money. We'd be just like, take it. We can't, because, like, if you ever meet a mean Canadian, or a rude Canadian, or a racist Canadian, they're from Alberta.
Is that the show? Is that the place where Letterkenny is?
I believe so. I'm not sure.
I like Letterkenny, though.
Well, that's just, I mean, there's nice parts of it. I'm being mean. Just like there's, you know, you live in Texas. Alberta is our Texas. So there's still nice parts of it. It's just
full of dumb people who, like, make things worse. I get you. Trust me. We have a governor who we refer to as Hot Wheels. And that's Greg Abbott. And the reason we call him Hot Wheels is because while he is, yes, disabled, and we're not trying to disparage against anyone who's disabled, that human piece of shit deserves whatever's coming to him.
I looked it up. Letterkenny was actually based in northern Ontario, so where I used to go in the summers.
I like that you imagine Canada having summers as if it's not, like, almost always snowing all the time.
Hey, don't even. I've moved to the only place where it doesn't snow and also the mildest summers. I grew up with 40 degrees Celsius summers, damn it. The AC went on in May and didn't go off until September.
Yeesh. Meanwhile, in San Antonio and Dallas, it's just like, oh, 30 degrees? That's winter weather over here.
Yeah, no, I would die if I went to Texas. And there's a reason why I visit my best friend in Mexico on only January or February and never any other month.
Mood. That's a total mood.
Nice, Spade. You should probably go to sleep then.
Wow, nice to know what Spade said, though.
Oh, sorry. Spade said, concept art done. I've been awake since 1837, and now it's 1328, so I'm going to sleep. So they've been awake since...
Damn, you've been awake for... Yeah.
And now it's like 1 a.m.
Well, thank you so much, Spade, for being with us, and I would love to see that concept art. Or, like, honestly...
And then Beth said, sounds like Midwest stuff here, Caitlin, or Kate. And yeah, I grew up in Ontario, which is very similar to the Midwest.
But is it the specific Northwest?
No, now I'm in the specific Northwest. Now I'm in rainy Seattle-esque adjacent Vancouver.
Ooh.
And it's been raining for like the past 3 days, which is like, that's nothing.
But is it raining men? Hallelujah.
I just imagine this how much it rains here. If it was actually raining human beings, the streets would be like slick with gore.
I mean, yeah.
Spade wants to know how show concept art.
I would say link it, but I don't know if you'll have the ability to link things right now. On YouTube.
I think you can post links in YouTube chat. I have in another YouTube chat once, I believe.
Give it a shot. Spade, give it a shot. Try to give us a link.
No, I don't have much exciting things planned for today. I have a massage at 5:15, so I'm going to take a big bag of shirts to the Goodwill to donate it, and then walk up to there, and then pick up some groceries on the way home. Exciting!
Well, at least you're not full of shirt.
I do have to fill in a form. I got this really cool model that I've been building, like these wood models, but a piece was not in the kit, and it wasn't my fault for once. It wasn't an ADHD thing. It literally wasn't in the baggie, so I have to fill out the form to get the piece.
Ah, I see. I don't know why.
Oh, and I'm officially on the waiting list for carpal tunnel surgery, and it's going to be 6 months. Yay!
That's still not bad.
No, it's not bad, and it's also covered, so, I mean, I can't complain.
You guys have much better coverage than we do, though.
We do for that. I'm starting to find out that we don't have the greatest coverage for recovery time, because you can go on medical EI, but you only get 55% of what you earn. And so, you know, that helps healing is financial stress. And I'm okay. I'm in a seat of privilege, but it's really starting to make me rage for people who aren't in that position if they have something like this happen to them.
Unfortunately, that's a common occurrence, kind of all over. There's always going to be something that needs, like, improvement. And that just means
we need to eat the rich. We need to eat the rich. Eat the rich.
Yes. No, actually, we do need to eat the rich. As soon as humanly possible. Suffer not the rich to live. I fully think it was a mistranslation that it said witch.
Well, no, there is actual passages in the Bible against rich people.
Yeah, no, I know. Jesus said more about, he said more about how the rich aren't going to make it into heaven than he ever did about queer people.
Exactly. I think you would have really enjoyed Nish's show. He's a very angry, politically active comedian, and I think you would have very much enjoyed the show last night.
Probably. I'm very politically minded, as most of you already know. Most of you guys come into the stream.
Beth said he could put it on Discord, and then Spade said, physical art, how do I turn into a link? Spade, can you take a picture of it? Can you take a digital picture of the physical art?
Hey, Spade, how would you like to do more work instead of just going to bed?
Well, you should just go to bed, but that's how you would
No, I know. It just feels like we're asking poor Spade to work.
Dance, monkey, dance! Yeah, no. It's such a novel concept, though, because, I was, in art in high school, but I was also in high school in the late 90s, so the concept of being able to do a piece of art now, and then you can just, snap a picture and share it with billions of people, which was not something you could do in 1999, is not, well, at least not easily, because you didn't have digital cameras. You would have to have taken a film camera, found a scanner, and then built your own website from scratch, because there was no social media, so... And he says, yes, I took a picture.
Nice. See, back in my day, we didn't have newfangled technology like horses and whatnot. What we had was our feet that God gave us, and we liked it.
I feel like being a teen in the 90s was a weird time because it was a time of such quick progression of technology. There's a TV show I like to watch. I have the DVD box set of it. And in one of the episodes, she pulls out a digital camera, but it's a very early one and it's big, clunky. And another character goes, "What's that?" And she explains, "It's a digital camera. It takes pictures without film." The other character makes an offhand comment about it. And I just watched that and I'm like, I grew up in such a weird time.
Yeah, it was kind of the Wild West of things. We were still discovering a lot. Okay.
My roommate's away for the weekend, which means Shadow, my other cat, is going to be a pain in the butt.
Hooray! Kitty madness.
I think he's getting senile, but it only seems to affect the fact that he forgets he had treats 3 seconds ago and then starts demanding more treats.
No, I don't think that's senility. I think he's just like, are you gullible enough to take this as a option?
I am the permissive parent. My roommate says it's all my fault. She can ignore him, but he just drives me nuts.
God, I know that mood. The cats know who they can push around.
That they do. That they do. Hello, handsome bitch.
Oh, I don't think you can see the Twitch chat.
If I scroll up to if I scroll up to the picture, I can see the Twitch chat. But it doesn't look. Oh, I don't think I can see Kate. Oh no. Okay, sorry, Shadow. Oh, there's Shadow and Shadow and Shadow.
Jesus, I have the first gen digital camera that uses a 3.5-inch disc. Christ. It was $700. That's like, Jesus.
I'm still kicking myself for spending $130 to buy my first DVD player.
Yikes. Okay.
It was from Walmart, and there was a bootleg movie in it when I unpacked it.
God. I remember bootlegs. Okay.
My biggest regret was not buying a DVD player when, in the brief window, they used to sell them that you could put multiple discs in. Because once box sets became a thing, oh man, I totally regretted not snagging one of those.
Also a mood. I'm not gonna lie, these Last Hope ones, I'm not too impressed with. These Last Hopes, I need to do some research about them, only because like they don't mix as well as they should. They're too thick, and I don't know if because it comes with acrylic medium, so I don't know if I'm supposed to like put some of that in each one of these or what's going on. But I'm gonna hold off on using any more for the day. Just cause like I'm having mixed results. And I think that's more my error, that's my user error. So again, I'll probably do some research on how to work with these a little bit better. I'm sure they'll go a long way though. I need to look for the black. She's a little messy still, but we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. As the wheel turns.
Sorry, Shadow. I tried to also open my Twitch, but apparently my Twitch doesn't remember what my username is, only my password, and I don't remember what my username was either.
I don't want to ignore you, Shadow. I love
Oh,
you.
did you hear my shadow there? He thought you were talking to him.
Shadow cat.
Hey,
Okay.
can you talk on cue for once? Come on, do it. Do it. No, you're just gonna purr. Okay.
Oh, God damn it.
It's like, Mom, I'm not a performing monkey.
I'm not a performing monkey. Why are eyes so goddamn hard?
Because they're teeny tiny.
Some people make it look so easy. And they're like, yeah, just do it this way. Yeah, that makes sense. Go to do it. Fuck!
I worked at a comic book store that sold Warhammer. I bought one box of miniatures. I tried to paint one, and then I was like, nope.
So what you're saying, Kate, is you're a quitter. Got it.
Well, that and ADHD. You've got an ADHD partner. How many hobbies has she started in her lifetime?
That is fair. Not fair to her. She's not here to defend herself, but absolutely fair.
It's a meme in the ADHD community. We acknowledge our constant hobbies. We go haul in, buy all the supplies, and it lasts like 2 to 3 months, and then we're on to the new thing. Let's see what that name is. Stripe says, I still remember the funniest thing I saw at a flea market. Someone was selling empty CD cases for $10 with free CD to get around copyright laws.
That's hilarious. That's actually so great, though.
I remember going to a comic book convention and buying a VHS tape of quote unquote TV bloopers. Still can't believe there were people selling shit like that.
What were they really?
It was bloopers, but it was just like this person had recorded like TV specials and then put it on a VHS tape, printed a cover, and was selling it.
So you probably can't see everything, Shadow, because your permissions, let me see. Also, hi, Hilbeth. I didn't realize you were in here as well.
Oh, I thought I mentioned she was in here. Sorry.
Let me see. Okay, Shadow, check the Discord again for me. You should be able to see everything now. No worries, Spade. You get some rest. Okay.
Yeah, go to sleep, Spade. It's all good.
God fucking damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to borrow this from y'all. Hang on. This is why I usually paint eyes first, so that when I fuck up, I can just clean up afterwards.
Acrylic is both sort of a forgiving medium and a tricky medium. I've really gotten into these. He's probably gone. I'm just gonna talk to chat. I really got into these acrylic markers that I got off of Temu though. They're really fun. They're like the Posca markers, but you don't have to shake them. But they're really interesting to work with. But if you use them on like plain paper, it turns them into like, it makes the paper kind of fuzzy. But I like to use it in coloring books, so I don't really care.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty much exclusively shopping on Temu now because I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy straight from China.
I mean, I wouldn't, but not that I would buy like from China, but I wouldn't use Temu exclusively.
Well, not exclusively. I mean, I use Temu for certain things. It's great for like home decor stuff. It's great for art supplies. It's great for stickers. If you're addicted to stickers like I am, I have like boxes of stickers. But yeah, the big thing is I need to learn how to make my own green Tabasco sauce if I'm gonna try and stick to buying Canadian, because that's in Louisiana and I love that stuff.
Mood. Okay.
Like I found a recipe, but it's like you need 30 jalapenos and you have to do this and this and this, and I'm like, no.
God, I see other artists do this shit all the time, and they make it look so fucking easy. They also paint a whole lot more and a lot more detail than I do, so I can't complain as much, but like...
Yeah, I mean, it's equal parts like practice and motor skills, and like I paint all the time, and like little titchy things are still hard for me too.
Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm an idiot. I forgot that there is a specific tool I have for this sort of thing. So let me go ahead and...
Like a dot tool?
Pretty much. You'll see. It's a surprise tool for later. I need to let the paint dry, but I'm being impatient.
Do you have a hairdryer you could use?
No, it's not going to take that long.
Spade said, before I go, can you do the Minotaur voice to send me off, since he's my favorite of your characters, or favorite character of yours?
Really? The Minotaur? Okay. I'm actually... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's been so long since I've done the Minotaur. I assume that he sounds like Sebastian. With like a Spanish accent, correct? Yeah?
And then Jay said, if you're in or near Vancouver, you could check out Chinatown. Has something similar. I go to the Miniso, although it's now called something else. And there's Daiso, and there's a lot of stuff like that. I'm also a lazy homebody, so if I can get it mailed to my house is what I like to do. I can't boycott Amazon though. That's where I get the cheapest wet cat food. They sell me a case of Fancy Feast for far cheaper than I can get it anywhere else.
Well, Spade, I do not remember the voice I used for the Minotaur, but I do very much hope that you sleep well, and that the fruits of your labor were absolutely worth it.
Okay, Shadow Obsidian says, practice makes progress. You can absolutely bitch about it. Makes the journey more interesting. Stop calling yourself names. That's my job.
Okay. Alright, fine. I will allow that. I suppose.
And he says that he could see the voice chat now. Or she. I'm assuming gender because I don't know.
Shadow is a woman. Shadow is a woman. I have used she/her pronouns the entire time, but I don't know how late you came into the stream. But like, yeah, Shadow is very famously a female, a woman.
I mean, given
a vagina and haver.
I just live in a home where the only male is named Shadow, so it's hard to let that go.
Well, as the song says.
It's three females and a himbo cat. That's my apartment.
Ugh, I am just absolutely butchering this eye. Ugh.
You should do something else. That's my thing. As soon as you get frustrated, especially if it's titchy, move on to something else and like recenter yourself.
Female. Pronounced like tamal. See, correct. Shadow says, I mean, I don't object to being called daddy every now and then. Well, daddy, I mean, you're free to step on me anytime you'd like.
Those are good markers.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you how fucked I am here. That I'm gonna have to redo the eye. And I'm usually really good with eyes. It's just, well, not really good, but I'm better with them.
I mean, don't beat yourself up. Like, it's a miniature, and then it's the smallest part on the miniature.
Hang on.
It's like a maxi miniature.
Pick the boots and I will, she says. Well, I mean...
Yes, my apologies, Shadow. As I said, I live with a 20-pound black cat who's male and a female roommate and another female cat, so default setting.
Sorry, I'm trying to get the everything right here. Here we go. Try... You guys can probably see I really fucked the eye. But so far everything else is looking pretty good. Like, it is messy, don't get me wrong. She's very messy.
Honestly, it looks fine to me, but...
I have a higher standard for things like this. But alas, everybody, it is 3:54, which means that my time has unfortunately run out. So I am going to run out myself.
Have a good day. Maybe I'll see you later.
Of course. Hopefully I'll see you guys later. For those of you, I'll probably either do a Discord hangout, or I might stream some Monster Hunter. Who knows? I might even stream some more painting. We'll see how the...
How late are you going to be? Just because, like I said, I'm going to be away for a couple hours, but how long do you think you'd go on for?
Tonight? No idea. Probably like 2 or 3 hours max, because I still need a rest, and also I have plenty of chores and shopping to do in the morning. So...
Alrighty. Well, hopefully I'll catch you.
Hopefully so. If not, then I will see you all next time. In the meantime, my lovely listeners, if you could do me a big favor and help me come up with like a color scheme for her, that would be helpful. But in the meantime, I'm gonna head out, get ready to pick up my boy. Love y'all. Thank you so much for everything. And as always, sweet dreams and pleasant nightmares. Bye-bye.